Riven Publishing, 2025. Written and created by Dave E. Frank, all rights reserved.
From the book, Stories and Stogies, Lies, and the Occasional Half-Truths from Old Red.
Chapter 9. The Gentleman's Marker, Liga Privada Number 9, Nicaragua, paired with Old Forester, 1920, at a dive bar in New Orleans. An out-of-tune saxophone moans inside the club's walls. Thick as smoke. Nobody's listening. Old Red sits in a velvet booth, near the back, away from the lights and the stage. A low amber light hangs over his table, dim as the club owner's expectations. He clips a Liga Privada number 9, dark, oily, crafted with loyalty and dedication. The draw is perfect, earthy, rich, and unapologetic. Earlier, the bartender poured Red a shot of Old Forester, 1920, up to the brim. The air in the bar smells like drunken brawls and nights that end with sirens.
Ever hear of a gentleman's marker? I hadn't until I was introduced to a certain gentleman.
Red stares at the Liga Privada. The smoke curls slow, deliberate.
His name was Vincent. Vinny. He wore shirts with starch collars, starched cuffs, didn't talk much, always carried a little leather-bound notebook, wrote in it every time someone spoke. Apparently he was a man of records.
Red downs the shot, then takes a draw off the Privada. The smoke holds steady above the table.
We met up at this sleazy bar on St. Claude, the kind of place where nobody admits to going unless they need an alibi. Vinny didn't drink, rarely smiled, just watched and wrote.
Red calls for another shot of Old Forester. The musicians on stage sound like shame and regret.
One night, Vinny asked me for a favor. Didn't call it that. Called it a gentleman's marker. Sounded sophisticated to me, not sure why. It was simple enough. A location, an envelope, inside, a key. Had 2 hours to drop it. I didn't ask questions. Just took the envelope and exited.
Red lifts the shot glass. This time just takes a sip.
3 weeks later, Vinny shows up again. Same bar. Gives me a second envelope. Said not to open it, but told me the contents. A photograph of a man. On the back, written in Vinny's hand. Asked too many questions.
He flicks ash into the small ashtray on the table.
Gave me clear instructions, then left. Again, I had 2 hours. Drop went off without a hitch. Almost 2 years went by. Didn't hear or see Vinny. Then a package shows up at my motel door. No return address.
Red pulls the notebook from his coat. Sets it on the table. Takes a hard draw off the Privada.
Someone sent me Vinny's leather notebook, the one he carried everywhere. Inside this book are names, places, times, addresses, money paid, money earned, some lines crossed out, some underlined. This notebook is full of encrypted information that only Vinny would have understood.
Red opens the notebook.
This page just says, "Don't owe anyone who doesn't owe you."
Red leans back. The booth sighs under him. The music drones on.
I also found a used matchbook tucked in the back with this message written, "Marker paid. Don't forget me."
Red takes another draw. The Privada stays hot, steady. The shot glass is just off to his right, ready to grab.
Vinny had a code. Oddly enough, it wasn't written anywhere, and he didn't talk about it. You had to hear it in what he didn't say.
Red keeps flipping through the notebook, goes to a page with an address in Prague and a phrase circled twice.
Right here.
Red points and reads,
Wait under the green awning. Don't be late. That sounds like bad news for Vinny.
The door to the club swings open. A cold breeze snakes across the floor.
Truth be told, I think Vinny knew he'd cashed in his last marker. That's why he sent me the notebook, not as a clue or warning, as a gentleman.
Red finishes the Liga Privada, presses the nub into the ashtray with reverence, downs the liquid left in the shot glass.
The gentleman's marker demands loyalty from both parties. Eventually, it requires everything.
Old Red stands, drops a few bills on the table, leaves the notebook by the ashtray, turns toward the exit and says,
Do me a favor. Don't do me any favors. As a gentleman.
Cigar notes, Liga Privada, number 9, Nicaragua, full-bodied, dark, bold, and complex, with notes of espresso, cocoa, and leather. Best smoked before someone asks for a favor.